So today I'm talking about a Chevy Cruze with the P00B7 engine code and a basic overview of what it is and how you can go about fixing it. So what is a P00B7 engine code on a Chevy Cruze? Well, it's an engine coolant low performance. There's some kind of overheating issue going on, which is very common in Chevy Cruzes, and the ECM is seeing a problem with this. So what are some symptoms of this? Well, you'll have overheating. You could have no heat, random stalling, or the air conditioning can even give you a message saying it's off due to a high temperature. So what are the main causes and fixes of this? Well, there could be several things, but these would be the main ones. So first thing you want to do is check your coolant level. Be sure that it's good and it's not low. It might have overheated and blew out too, so that's a problem. If it's already blew out and you've seen it, then move on to the next thing. So it could just be a temperature sensor problem. Sometimes these sensors go bad and there's no problem with the engine, but the onboard computer thinks there's a problem because the sensor has gone bad, and since it's bad or the wiring's even bad, it's not reporting back to the computer, and so the onboard computer thinks there's a problem. So check the temperature sensors. You can't test them or replace them, but number 2 would be temperature sensors. And number 3 would be the thermostat. The thermostat will stay closed when the engine's cold, and then it'll open up as the engine warms up to help keep everything regulated and keep it cool. It won't open all the way up. Sometimes it'll regulate the temperature running through the engine. But sometimes they get stuck closed or even stuck full open, and that could be an issue. So that's something to keep in mind. It would be number 3 would be the thermostat. And number 4 is the water pump. A water pump pumps all the water throughout the engine to keep everything cool. And if there's a problem with it, the engine will overheat, and it could give you this code. Usually when a water pump goes bad, they have like a small drip underneath them. Not always, but quite often. Like if you look underneath it, there'll be like some water, like slowly like a small like drip coming from them. So check underneath, see if you see any small drips coming out of there. And but number 4 would be water pump. And number 5 on this list, which is a bit extreme but does happen, is a bad head gasket. And when you have a blown head gasket, it can cause overheating. One of the quickest ways to check for this is to check the oil dipstick, and if there's any water in there, or if it's over full and it looks kind of milky, then you likely have a bad blown head gasket. So it's something to keep in mind. It's not as common as the other ones, but it does happen. Keep in mind, hopefully you don't have a blown head gasket. So that's just some of the most common causes and fixes of a Chevy Cruze with the P00B7 engine code. If you have anything to add, please comment down below. If you have any questions, ask me and I'll try to answer them. But that's basically it. If this video helps you, please click like, please click subscribe, and have a good day.